Two different accidents, when in result, they could have been prevented.
Hello, my name is Wil Craig. I'm 22 years old, and one night my girlfriend and I were in a car, and she was text messaging and driving. I hit a tree at 120 miles an hour. I have a traumatic brain injury, also known as TBI. I died 3 times, and I was in a coma for 8 weeks. All because of a simple text message. I died in vain because of 6 little letters. I felt scared, I felt angry, I felt betrayed. I didn't know who to trust, I didn't know where it was, I didn't know if anything said to me was true. It all felt like a dream. And to be honest, a long time after my accident, it still felt like a dream. I still have to ask people, is this a dream? Is this real? Because I was unsure of myself. I was unsure of my surroundings.
So trauma season at University of Louisville Hospital typically is something that we kind of classified our summer months as, and most of the time as kids, once they've gotten out of school, things that we see a lot are motor vehicle accidents, we see motorcycle accidents, we see people who come in having done things that probably they shouldn't, not using a whole lot of common sense.
My name is Hornback and I'm a treatment with Kentucky State Police. On March 2nd of 2009, I responded to a street crash in Hardin County. The reason I was called is I'm a crash reconstruction, and when I get called to a wreck, there's usually someone that's deceased. On that particular day, troopers were saying on the radio that they had a young lady that was inside of a vehicle who appeared to be deceased, and they were actually holding her head up because she was struggling to breathe.
My name is Hornback. My wreck happened on March 2nd, 2009. I have a traumatic brain injury. I never saw it coming, and I didn't know it hit me. They almost canceled the staff fight en route because they didn't think that I would live long enough for it to get there. I was in a coma 47 days. During that time, I can remember conversations people had with me. When I was a teenager, I never wore my seatbelt because I thought I was invincible. I'm now reminded every day because I have a traumatic brain injury, the importance of wearing a seatbelt and what life could be like without one.
Absolutely no blame on Jenny as far as the wreck is concerned. She was on her side of the road. The other vehicle actually crossed over and hit her. And that just stresses the importance of wearing a seatbelt. Fortunately, Jenny was not wearing a seatbelt in this crash, and she did suffer some significant injuries. Probably had she been wearing her seatbelt, her injuries might not be as severe as what they are now. So, I would just like to say, please, 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 the first thing you do when you get in that car is wear your seatbelt. Because no matter how safe of a driver you are, you can't control the actions of others.
You guys didn't have any idea on me. When I arrived at Louisville Hospital, I was ashamed of. didn't know who I was to take care of me. I now realize the importance of putting ice in your phone so that if you're in an emergency, they know who to contact. Well, this is the place that I'm gonna get to being able to drive. Whee! If somebody's on their way and they're expected to be there at a certain time and they never show up, it's okay to tell somebody. Your vehicle is not the place to use these devices. Texting and driving is a bigger killer than homicides and suicides combined.
If someone asked me to drive down the road and close my eyes, I never attempt it. But if they ask me to text, read this text and respond, yeah, sure, I'll do it, but not anymore.
Let me have that. Texting not only requires attention from their mind, but it requires physical attention to reply.
Texting and driving is the same as using a GPS in driving. It affects all three of the distractions: visual, cognitive, and manual. Your eyes just aren't on the road, they're on the GPS.
Distracted driving is another thing that I would tell young people and everybody. Don't text and drive. When you're texting, you're looking down for an average of about 5 seconds at a time. During that 5 seconds, if you're driving 55 miles per hour, you've already traveled about 500 feet. That's the length of 1.5, almost 2 football fields before you even look back up on the road. A lot can happen during that time. Someone can run out in front of you, you cross over the center line, you run off the road, all for a simple text. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth your life. It's not worth the struggle that your family and your loved ones are going to have to go through. So please, put the phone down. It can wait till you get to your destination.
You're driving down the road, you're talking on your phone, you drop your phone below the seat, you go to pick it up, you're distracted, your eyes are on the road, you're trying to pick up your phone. Okay, you're driving on the road, you don't know, oh no, my phone's ringing, where did I put it at? Your eyes obviously aren't on the road. They're searching for a phone. If I had to warn other kids about this, text messaging and driving, I would say stop. Heed my warning, but it's not a good idea. You could end up with a severe head injury, kill yourself, kill someone else. Many bad things you could do. And text messaging and driving, your eyes are supposed to be on the road. When you're texting and driving, your eyes aren't even there. Heed my warning.
Playing basketball was my life. I played all my life. See the sun? I may never be able to play basketball again. And although all these people are trying to help me, I may never get used back. This isn't a joke. Can you imagine the amount of stress your parents have to go through watching you go from a self-sufficient teenager to an infant? Wow! Look at that! I know. Okay, you ready to do the talking again? Huh? Are you going to breathe this time? Are you going to help me out? Or am I going to have to call the nurse? Huh? I have to call the nurses in here and say, "Help me!" I used to run around this bike to get in condition. Now I struggle to walk.
The night that my accident happened, it was exactly 1 mile away from my house. Statistically speaking, all across America, all accidents occur at least 1 mile away from the home. And that night, I became a statistic.
You know, a number of accidents that we know could be prevented just simply by paying attention, thinking twice. You know, we do what we do, but, you know, we don't want to if we don't have to. And certainly saving lives isn't always the case. Many times we have patients that come in and they don't survive. And those that do oftentimes have to live with that for the rest of their lives. Some deficit, something different, that they're not able to function the way they were before.
I wouldn't wish a traumatic brain injury on anybody, but if you don't start paying attention on the roads, the alternative could be
I know in my heart that God led me here for a reason.
God has me here for a reason.
If I could just save one life,
Then all our hard work will be worth it.